Okay, so this is our last section in chapter 11. It's called conditional probability. And this formula looks a little scary, but I don't want you to try to memorize this formula. Once we do the actual problems, I think you'll see how easy it is and you don't need this formula. But I just wanted to show it to you. So what this says is we're finding the probability of event 2 happening given that event 1 has already happened. Okay, so you're going to say, it's going to say, find the probability of this given that this is true. Okay, so you're going to find the number of overlap, number of things that are in both events, divided by the number just in event 1. So it's no longer out of the total. All right, it's no longer out of the total. It's out of how many is given to you. All right, so we're going to look at page 87, number 65 through 70, and it's a table of what news station people watch. So we have ABC, NBC, CBS, and then other, and it's divided between men and women. So there's a total of 270 people that were interviewed, but we will not, we will use 270 right away. But that's where you have to be careful is if it's a given, a conditional probability, or if it's just plain probability. So for 65, it wants the probability of just ABC or NBC. So there's no condition there, just ABC or NBC. So if you look at the totals, there are 80 ABC and 30 NBC, so that would be 110 total out of the 270 all people that were interviewed. So that's 11 out of 27. So that's just a normal probability that is not conditional. 66 is where it gets conditional. So this is ABC given that the person is a woman. So we are separating the men and women here. So we want the probability that a woman watches ABC, given that it's already a woman. So when you look at the chart, you are only looking at the women row. You are not looking at the men row. All right, so women who watch ABC, there are 50 of them out of the total number of women, which is 125. So you can see the difference here. This one was everybody. This one was given that it's a woman. So that's why there's only 125 instead of the 270. All right. And that is 2/5 as your final answer. 67, we want ABC or NBC given that it's a man. So again, now you're only looking at your man row. So the men row, ABC or NBC, is 30 plus 20 is 50 out of the 145 that are men. And that's 10 out of 29 for your final answer. Again, all of your answers need to be simplified fractions. 68, we are looking for not CBS, given that it's a woman. Okay, so some people will find the probability that it is CBS and go from there, but it's up to you. So not CBS, but it's a woman means you don't want 20 of them. So if there's 120 total, 20 of them you don't want because that's how many watch CBS is 105 out of 125, which is 21 out of 25. Next one, we want the probability that they watch something other than the big three, given that they are a man. So again, you're looking just at the men row. The other is 55 out of 145. And that's 11 out of 29. And our last one, we want the probability of NBC or CBS, given that it's a woman. So again, you're looking at your woman row, and we want NBC or CBS. So 10 plus 20 would give us 30 out of our 125 of women. And that's 6 out of 25. So again, hopefully that's a lot easier than just trying to think of what that formula means. So again, instead of being out of the total for your denominator, it's just out of how many of the given part was. All right. If you want some practice, you're going to want to look at page 686, number 35 through 40.